Alright, first cast this morning. The big G. There's a lot of little fish swimming around. It's never a terribly bad thing, because that's what the big fish eat. So I've got a kind of a football jig on here. I think it's a booyah. Well, I just saw one follow my lure in. It wasn't a big fish, but it was catchable. It was a catchable fish. Well, the fish are jumping, but just not on my hook. But I just changed up the bait on this spinning rod to a underspin with a little baby bass colored shaddy type thing. And let's see if they want to go after that. Yeah, why not? It's kind of a shitty time of day to even try. Well, I just like fishing, so here I am. One of my regular spots. Easy to get here. Don't even have proper shoes on or anything. Just grab the keys, threw the pack in the car, and 5 minutes later I'm here. So, you know, I don't feel too bad. And I always like to try, I always set up a little bag of baits that I want to try that are unconventional for what I usually do, just to see if there's something else out there that's a good technique. So right now I'm doing this underspin with a small presentation. It's a weighted hook with a screw connection, so it makes for a good linear looking bait on that hook. You know, usually that bait I've had some trouble just because, you know, sometimes I'll just buy stuff and figure it out later. And I don't know if I had the right hooks for that bait, but this is actually the right one. It's a good idea to look that stuff up. Sometimes I just kind of think I'm some kind of idiot savant or something, where I'm just gonna make great decisions that aren't well informed. That's called luck, guys. Let's not rely on luck. But right before I turned the camera on, 2 fish jumped, one right there and one right over there. So I was like, what? There's got to be some fish just, you know, in the darker parts right here. There gotta be. I'm just, you know, notoriously unsuccessful with any kind of a spinner bait, which I think it's an underspin, and it gets attention, but I've not seen a large fish follow it yet. What else we got? Not really. Alright, what else is in this little bag here? this giant monstrosity of expensive equipment. Look at this thing. We could go just crazy with that. And of course there's the killer crow. Actually, what about this? What about this? Ned rig with the wave worm. Why am I not just using that? That's what I believe is my best chances of hooking a fish right now. Is red shad pattern, which I've caught all my best fish out of here with red shad. And later in the day, and like somebody just drove up there, probably Alright, so we're just walking down where the dam and the water meets, you know, close to 10 feet. And when the bottom's cement, it's 10 feet probably. That's a distant range. But I've caught some very big fish standing right about where I am right now. Just hucking it out there. Oh shit. You know, that's not a good thing. Oh my god. Well, Stubbs, how do you like this one? You guys are probably laughing your asses off. What happened? All the line? Oh shit, I lost the... That's a total sucky right there. I lost my setup. How the hell did I lose that? Unbelievable. You gotta be shitting me. That's some badass luck. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I've lost lures a lot of ways. And that is definitely a brand new way to lose a lure. Hook your pole behind you, fling it into the water, rip off the lure on the pole you hooked, and orbit that thing into the lake. But not completely lose everything because the pole was right there. Yeah, that's just some weird, wacky shit. That is some weird, wacky shit. Alright, well, fish on. Got a fish on the Ned rig with the red shad. Not a huge fish, but it's a fish. We'll take it. He's getting ready to come to the top. This is a fun one. Haven't seen him yet. There he is. Not a great fish, but it's a fish. Alright. Nice hook set too. Right on the lip. Right where you want him. And then a terrible fish. We'll take it. He's about a pound, I'd say. So he gets to tear my inside of my thumb as usual. Alrighty. Red shad on the Ned rig. Ned rig. Yo, Ned. Thanks for the rig. Fuck. Lost him. Well, that one was on. That's this, the curse of this worm is, it's spongy and it recoils and the hook loses a little bit of exposure sometimes when the fish bites, so it can actually work as a point of leverage to get the hook off the fish's lip. But, it kind of evens the odds a little bit. They like it. They go after it. I just lost one right there.